music makers, music lovers. Rob Kuhlman here from Root Cellar Music Studio. What you were listening to is the Tom Atkins Band. It's a new song in production right now called All a Lie. And what I wanted to show you today was the reamping that I just did for him. So Tommy tracked this with what's called an Axe Effects. It's a modeler, which is similar to the Kemper, which I use, which is a profiler. They're both basically digital assets that represent real tube amplifiers, and obviously there's some advantages to that and there's some disadvantages. Using them live can really make life easy, not lugging around sensitive tube amps and heavy equipment, and going direct into the mains is pretty cool. For recording, there are certain advantages, and especially I like to mix like the Kemper in with real amplifiers, sometimes can be useful, but generally speaking, real amps can't be beat. They really can't. So to demonstrate that for you, I'm going to show you Tommy's his tracks, and then we'll compare them to my reamp, and I'll tell you all about what I use to reamp. Okay, so here is his, let's see, right here. These are the Fractals. Fractal is the Axe product, and I mean, it can't be too bad. Steve Vai uses it, right? So you know, this is not a slam on Fractal or Axe. It's a very good unit, but let's just let the music do the talking. Here's what the Fractals sound like. This is what I was sent. Mind you, when Tommy recorded, he split his signal, and so we had half of it going, not half, but he had a split signal, and so one of the splits was to the DI, which just captures the magneto pickup on his guitar. The other part of that split is the magneto pickup that now goes to the Axe. And so we have the original performance plus the Axe amplifier's output. So this is the Fractal, the Axe. This is what it sounded like. This is what it was when I got it. Check it out. Tommy Atkins Band. And basically, nothing wrong with that, right? That's a good sounding amp. What I did was I took the DI and I used my PV50-150. I went into an amazing Mesa Boogie styled cabinet. It's an amazingly oversized 2x12, best I've ever heard in my life. I recently just purchased it and I love it. And it's got V-30s in it. And then I used an old school 421, which I love on guitar amps. I used the Ribbon Royer 121, which is a classic, and then the Zen Pro Audio Modified 57. So 3 microphones for the left guitar, and then 3 microphones for the right guitar. And this is what that sounds like with my guitars in the Fractal mute. So for hard rock, you just can't beat real speakers with great microphones, an engineer that knows what he's doing, some great preamps. I'm using the Universal Audio Unisons, which I love. I'm going to solo these for you. Here's the Fractal solo, just so you can really hear the difference. So here's the Fractal, just the left and right soloed. Now, keep in mind, the Fractal is sort of like a finished product, meaning the EQ, some kind of a speaker simulation, some kind of an IR, impulse response kind of thing going on, you know, to create a room. All that's built into that. So that's its finished product. What you're hearing from me is those 3 microphones with nothing. There is no compression. There is no EQ. There is no limiting. There's nothing, no reverb on here. So that's how powerful this is. It's just, you know, really capturing a great sounding amplifier with great microphones on an amazing cabinet. Check this out, soloed. Pretty meaty, right? Rob Kuhlman from Root Cellar Music Studio. I'm about to sign out. I'm going to leave you with the really amazing guitar solo section here. The Fractal guitar is used for one little spot. I wanted this mid-rangey, smaller kind of guitar like I use with my Trash Talk audio microphone. Those who work with me know I have a Trash Talk audio microphone, which is basically a telephone. And it records really cool high mid ranges. I think it's around 300 to 3,000. Anyways, I'm using the Fractal just for that. So I left the automation on so you can see where the Fractal actually is being used. And then you'll hear the drummer do a fill, and then it'll be just the amps that I did the reamping on. Also, there's an amazing world-class guitar player as a guest soloist on this. Anybody care to guess who you're hearing? He is a household name. All right, Rob Kuhlman, Root Cellar Music Studio. I'm out of here.